Tomorrow I will be recording students in my 4th period Euclidean geometry class. And tomorrow we are going to be continuing our unit on proofs, our chapter on proofs. We did section 2.5 for the past couple of days, which was proving statements about segments. Now we're going to move on to angles. And the students have gotten the proofs pretty well, better than I thought they would, but still struggling a little bit, so hopefully we'll clear up some issues tomorrow. But the class I'm going to teach tomorrow, I'm going to start out with a warm-up. We usually have a warm-up at the beginning of the period, lasts maybe 5 to 10 minutes, and then I'm going to have an activating strategy. I'm going to be using PowerPoint and Smartboard, so I will put the activating strategy in my PowerPoint. So I will have a word for them to define. Tomorrow the word is going to be angle. So they will have to define the word using each letter of the word. So for instance, A, they could say an angle is either obtuse, acute, or right. That's just an example. We won't spend more than 5 minutes on that. And then I'll get straight into the lesson. It'll be a continuation from today. And we'll probably spend about 10 to 15 minutes going over the rest of the PowerPoint, as I said, the continuation from yesterday. And then we're going to go straight into a partner activity, and I'm going to pair them up based on ability and based on whether or not I think they'll get any work done, because I don't want to put two people together who are going to just talk the whole time and socialize. And I also want to pair the groups so not two really smart people are together, and then two people who don't understand the material as well. I don't want them to be paired together. I'm going to pair someone who knows the material really well, and then someone who doesn't know the material really well, just so the person who knows the material will be able to help the other student. Sometimes when another student is explaining to the other student, it can be explained better from student to student rather than from teacher to student. Sometimes that helps. So I'm going to, for the activity, I'm going to, as I said, pair them up, and I'm going to give them proofs that are cut up into pieces. So the statements will all be cut up, and the reasons will all be cut up, and they will have to order the statements in a logical order and match the reason that goes with it. This way, they're not necessarily generating their own proof. They're not writing their own proof. Given such and such in a diagram, write a 2-column proof. I want to have them practice ordering the proofs first before they write their own, just so they can get a feel for what it's like and become familiar with the definitions and postulates and everything like that. So I'm going to have the statements numbered and the reasons lettered. Not in order like 1, 2, 3, 4, but I'm going to have it out of order. But I will have an answer key so that I can go around and just check real quick to make sure the group got it right, and then I'll tell them to move on to the next one. So I'm going to give them about 3 or 4, I think. The first one is going to be start out with the easier one, maybe a 3-step proof, and by the 4th one, maybe a 7-step proof. So once I check them off and they know they got it right, they can move on to the next one. I'm going to have each proof in an envelope, so all the pieces will be in there, what they're given, what they need to prove, and then all the statements cut up and the reasons cut up. So hopefully I'll be able to walk around the classroom. I plan on trying to pay attention to see who needs help, who's done. It's just going to be me walking around the room, so I'm going to try to get to everyone as much as I can. That activity will probably take about 20, maybe 15 or 20 minutes. And then for the last 5 minutes of class, I'll wrap up, collect all the materials, and then I'm going to give them a ticket out the door. And it's just going to be a 2-column proof. And some of the steps are going to be missing, so some of the statements will be missing and some of the reasons will be missing. So again, they don't have to generate their own proof, but this time they're just filling the statements or reasons in. And it should be helpful, or the activity should help them do the ticket out the door. and then I will take it as they're leaving, and then I will grade it using my rubric, and we will see how that assessment goes.